Rooster up! I am a tired dog today. I've done just over 600 miles on my way to Eugene, Oregon from Houston. Right now I'm in Clovis, New Mexico. Clovis, New Mexico. Making this video because on the last video I talked about showers at the truck stops and, you know, how you fuel your truck, you get a free shower. Well, lo and behold, I get to a receiver a couple days ago. I open this little bitty office about as big as this truck. I mean, it wasn't big at all. The receiver guy was behind some glass. His office was a little bigger, but the area we stand is kind of small. I open the door, I step 1 foot in. Holy hell, I thought I'd ran over a 4-day-old skunk. Stunk, this son of a bitch stunk so bad. I kind of gagged a little bit. I took the step back and I shut the door back and I stood to the side. I mean, it was so bad I had tears coming out my eyes. It was bad. It was nasty bad. And I don't care if I hurt your feelings or not. If you stink, you stink. Well, finally he come out the office. I stood there and he watched me. I held the door open and I had my paperwork fanning. Get some fresh air in it. The receiver dude stands up and says, "What you doing?" I said, "That son of a bitch right there needs to take a shower. He stinks like a dead damn skunk." I said, "He is awful bad." And he goes, "Yeah, we get some up in here." He goes, "I'm behind this glass so I don't smell it." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So anyways, I finally get my load delivered and everything. It's all good. Gone, you know, finish up my day. But I just want to touch that point. Take showers. I mean, it doesn't cost you nothing to take showers out here. That sun is just awful bright. That help maybe. You get them free when you fuel. And sorry, I'm rocking a little bit. I'm getting like 45 mile an hour, 45 mile an hour crosswinds. I've been fighting this shit all day long. I'm super tired. Get your ass up in there. Damn visors don't want to work with me. There, that's better. Come through Lubbock, Texas, just north of Lubbock, Texas. Damn sandstorm, dust storms. I'm dusty and eat up. I'm going to go in here and take me a shower here in just a few minutes. Get all this dust off of me because it's just nasty bad. Anyways, moving on. Age limit. A feller asked me, he goes, "Is there age limit on CDL?" There's not age limits on CDLs. Where they get you is you got to take a DOT physical. If you can't pass that DOT physical, then you can't get a CDL. But to the best of my knowledge right now, there's not an age limit on CDLs. They were trying to pass that a few years ago, trying to age drivers out, but it did not pass. The simple reason is they're always claiming, well, we're short on drivers. Well, if they started aging us out, well, they would really be short on drivers. And then here's the other situation. Nothing against you new guys, but they'd have a bunch of new drivers running around out here not knowing what the hell they're doing. The accidents and everything else would go back up. I mean, it would be a mess like it was in the early 90s. It was a hell of a mess out here in the early 90s, I'll tell you that right now. With JB Hunt, Swift, Snyder. Every time you look, one of their trucks was upside down in the ditch. It was bad. Warner, they were big ones. Even Warner, the pioneer, they were the pioneer in electronic logs. Do you know why they were the pioneer in electronic logs? Because their friggin' safety rating was so bad that the federal government said, you do something about it or we're shutting your doors, we're closing you down. So they come up with that electronic log bullshit, which is now why everybody has to run electronic log unless you got an old truck. And, you know, that's why the electronic log is what it is today, is because Warner's safety rating was so bad. The feds said, look, do something about it or we're closing your doors. And that's what they've done about it. No, I'm not rocking back and forth. That's the wind rocking my truck. Yeah, that's how bad it is. You know, nothing against Warner. They had to do what they had to do to stay in business, so they done what they did. The other companies, they just downsize till they're almost non-existent anymore, like JB Hunt. It's still a pretty big business, but they ain't got near the company trucks they had. Schneider's same way, not near the company trucks they had. Swift is still up there pretty good, but they're not as big as they was. So, age limit, no, there is no age limit on CDL. You'll have to pass a DOT physical. What could hold you up there? Blood pressure. That's a big thing. Your blood pressure's got to be below 130, over 80. Otherwise, it's got to be, you got to be medicated. Then you get like a 1-year card. If you don't have it regulated within a year, then you get like a 6-month card, then a 90-day card. Bullshit like that. Diabetes. I'm not exactly for sure how the diabetes works. I think you can drive with diabetes, but it's got to be over a year old and medicated, blah, 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 certain types, this, that, and the other. Don't quote me on that one. I don't know for sure exactly. But they're real strict on blood sugar, diabetes, blood pressure, eyesight. You got to have 20/20 vision, either straight up or with corrected lenses, like glasses or contacts. Of course, if you wear glass contacts, you know what that's all about. Now, here's the thing. I wear glasses to read. So I don't need them driving down the road. They are just reader glasses. They are prescription reader glasses. But if you have glasses that you have been prescribed to drive with and wear all the time, if you take them glasses off and you get caught riding down the road without them glasses, they will give you a ticket. They have begun doing that. So, they're thinking any way they can to make money, seeing as how they're not making money off our logbooks too much anymore. Hell, I ain't had a logbook ticket in years. I can't remember the last time I had a logbook ticket because of this electronic log. And I'm going to tell you, I was against it when it first came out, but now that I've used it for several years, I think it's the best thing since bubblegum. I love it. Because I'm not spending my money on logbook violations, so I can put that money to other places and have fun with it. What else? Oh, new drivers. The state of the industry right now is horrible. It's probably a good time for you to get into it because we're not running near as much as we could be. But please do this. Get that money, get you $500-$600 saved up, set to the side in your savings account, in your piggy bank, wherever, just so somebody at your house, somebody that you trust at your house. Say if this company, XYZ company, gets you in California and then all of a sudden we're out of business, park your truck. And it's happened time and time again. Companies just going out of business. I mean, big companies too. Arrow, they went out a long time ago, but they were a quite large company. Just one day they folded their doors. Said, y'all find your way, park your trucks at the truck stop, find your way home, you're fired. You no longer have a job because we're not in business. And there's been just company after company do this. And I heard here just a week or so ago, a company did it. The drivers were stranded all over the country. They turned the fuel cards off. They had to park the trucks at the truck stop, find a way home. The way to beat that is to get you airfare ticket. So no matter where you're at in the United States, you could park their junk. Put your stuff in your carry bag, jump on an airplane, fly home. Now, I used to be the world's worst about this. I was horrible. I would have this truck set up like a home. I'd have TVs, VCR, stereo systems, my weights, my guitar, anything you could think to have in the truck, I had in the truck. I mean, anything that I could put in this truck, I would have in it. But over the course of the last few years, I stopped doing that because I started seeing the trend of these companies going out of business, and then drivers is set up like me. I mean, there's a lot of drivers that set their trucks up like a home because virtually it is their home. It's their home away from home. All right. If you're gonna do that, have you about $200 or $300 extra besides plane fare. This is what you do. When that company throws you out on the side of the road, you got nowhere to go and nowhere to turn. Find you a FedEx store or what have you, pack all your stuff in boxes, FedEx it to your house. Everything you own, you can FedEx to your house. It's going to cost you a couple $100 to do that. But if you don't want to lose your stuff, that's how you do it. Then you still have money for airfare. You jump on an airplane, you ride home a couple of days later, your crap gets there, boom, problem solved. A lot of times, some companies will put the word out there, hey, if there's drivers in need, they'll give you a ride. But what you got to understand about that, you're going to get into a truck with another driver that already has his truck set up like a home. So that's double the stuff in one little bitty truck, and you just ain't going to be able, it's not going to fit. That's what I'm saying there. It just won't work. But I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I forgot to mention that right off the bat. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Christmas is right around the corner. I'm getting set up for a week off for Christmas. I'm planning probably maybe accidentally end up in Biloxi for a couple of days right at the first of the year. My wife wants to go over there and just gamble maybe a little bit and do the festivities over there in Biloxi. That's not set in concrete. Don't know. We're just talking about it at this point. Still looking forward to about February, March coming off the road. I live in Northwest Florida. If anybody in Northwest Florida needs a good driver, local driver, I will not go back over the road. I will drive a tractor trailer because I'm thinking there's a company there that pulls dry bulk tanks. I want to I'll probably go and get up with them. Now, another thing. I forgot to mention this in my last video as well. If you don't know already, there's a thing called TWIC, TWIC, Transportation Worker Identification Card. If you're thinking about coming into the trucking industry, along with all your endorsements that you've got, tanker, hazmat, double, triple, air brake, all that crap, along with everything else. Now, you've got to go find this office. It's called a TWIC office. You've got to make an appointment. You've got to go in there, sit for half a day, let them fingerprint you, take your picture, and then they'll send that off to the feds. And about 4 to 6 weeks later, you get a card back with your pretty little picture on it that says TWIC, Transportation Worker Identification Card. Last time I got one, it was $160, somewhere in that area. It may have went up. I'm pretty sure it did. I'm going to have to get mine renewed. Get that before you even come to the trucking industry. You're going to need it. Coming on and off ports. I needed one yesterday to get into Valero oil refinery. We finally come to an agreement because they wanted me to shave. They wanted the TWIC card. They wanted this, that, and the other. I said, look, I'm parked out here side of the road. Send somebody out to come get your shit. I'm fixing to start pushing off my truck. So we come to an agreement. I signed a waiver to not shave. They brought me a little fire retardant suit, looked like some kid's pajamas or something, a onesie. And I had to be escorted into the plant, back out of the plant. But yeah, it got to the point where I was like, look, buddy, pushing your shit outside the road. You get a little bit of stuff here. I can throw this off by hand. I don't need no help. I'll leave it side the road here with your bill of ladings. I'll go about my business. But we got it worked out to where they took me back there and put it in the warehouse where they wanted it. But it's a TWIC card. You're going to need that. Depending on where you live, you got to Google the closest TWIC office to you. Like, I live in just outside of Pensacola. The closest one to me is Mobile, Alabama. I think it's over off Dolphin Street where the TWIC's office is. The Dolphin Street Airport. It's over there somewhere. I've been to it once. But that's something some carriers may help you get. Don't count on it. It's better if you already got it. That way when you're applying for these jobs, if they ask, do you have a TWIC card? You say, yes, I do. I have a TWIC card. That's one thing they ain't got to pay for. It makes you look better in their eyes. That's like all your endorsements. All right. I'm planning on pulling a van. Why do I need tanker endorsement? Van and reefer drivers. Why do you need a tanker endorsement? I hurt my back on my week off. I'm sorry. Why do y'all need tanker endorsement? Just like that TWIC card. You're going to roll up to a shipper. They're going to load containers on you. That's going to be half full of liquid, or they may be full of liquid. Situation is, after so many gallons of liquid, even in containers, you got to have a tanker license to pull that down the road. If you read your books, you know it already. It's been so long ago since I read that shit, I forget. I ain't gonna lie to you. But after so many gallons, you got to have a tank license. And these things will hold like 500 gallons. So you'll have to have a tank license. If they're half full, 250 gallons each one, you'll have to have a tank license to pull those things to their destination. May not be hazmat. I mean, it could be something silly like soapy water. Done it. Me, as long as it pays, I don't care. Put it on the truck, I'll pull it. But that's why you'll need a tank license pulling drive-in or reefer truck. Of course, tankers, you'll be in tankers. Flatbed, same situation. You could roll up in there, they load these things on you. They're half full of liquid or 55-gallon drums. That's another one. They load you with 55-gallon drums. It's full of shit. You need tank license to pull it because after so many gallons, you got to have tank license. So it's fucking wind is something else. So, that's why you need tanker license. Pulling a flatbed, van, dry van, or reefer. Oh, come on, dude. Back it in already. It ain't that hard. Jeez. These guys irritate the hell out of me with them beepers. Well, you're not friggin' construction vehicles. I mean, a backup light's all you need. But some of these companies get stupid. What else? I wanted to bring this up. I thought about it. A lot of these company trucks has got listening devices in them. Be very aware that you are being listened to, even if that camera's not on up there, because all your company trucks are going to have cameras facing inside and out. That's for the truck's protection, your protection, blah, blah, blah. That's the lies they'll tell you. Remember, everybody lies. If it's a human being, it will lie. Numbers don't. There's no number stating that them cameras up on the dash prevent accidents. No number stating that they'll help you stay out of accidents. Very few numbers represent companies getting out of accidents because of them cameras. Them cameras are there for one reason and one reason only: to spy on you, to see what you're doing, see what you're doing wrong. They listen to you. And the reason why I know this, company I was with, I didn't think they were going to go out of business. Well, the company itself did not go out of business. The guy that I was working with, he kind of went out. Well, he cut his business way back to nothing. All of his trucks had listening devices. So while me and my wife was riding down the road, I was talking to her on my headset. Gotta have the headset. Mine's Blue Parrot. Got one. As I was, riding down the road talking to her, we were having our conversations. They were listening to that shit. They were recording it. And the reason I know this, I got friendly with the dispatcher. Dispatcher called me in. It was late one afternoon. I was over at the office. He called me in and he goes, "Hey man, come in here and listen to this." I'm like, "All right." He pulled it up on the computer. Boom, there it was, plain as day. Me talking to my wife. I'm like, "Well, motherfucker." So I don't know if this truck has it. Don't care if this truck has it. These people can fuck off because I ain't gonna be in this truck very long. And when I go day trucking, I probably won't talk on the phone very much. Day trucking, just planning out dinner, crap like that. So it ain't gonna matter that much. But be careful. These trucks do have cameras face in, face out, and they do listen to your conversations. So be very, very careful of what you say inside these trucks. As far as that, I hope you guys get out here and get after it because I'm tired. We need truck drivers. And I'm just ready to go to fuck home. That's the bottom line. So I'm ready to go do something local where I can be home every night, be with my wife every day, every night, eat some good food every day, and just enjoy the rest of my life. So I hope this video helped y'all out a little bit. I hope you enjoyed it, maybe got a laugh out of it. Rooster up. Appreciate all you new subscribers. Tell your friends about us. Leave some comments down below. It's like, damn, you a long-winded sumbitch. I don't care what the comment is. There's one guarantee. I do not delete your comments. Once you make them, they're there forever. I read your comments. I try to get back to them as quick as I can. Sometimes my typing is very short. I apologize for that, but I'm just not a big word person when it comes to typing stuff out. So that's why that is the way it is. And if you can look back through my past videos, especially the one on Super Ego, some of them lease drivers, they really got their pennies in a wad. They left some negative comments. Okay, so be it. Your comments there forever. I want people to see how stupid you really are with your comment, especially after I explain things the way that I do. So, Rooster up, get after it. Y'all have a great day.